All right, so what we're going to do now is just talk a little bit about visibility settings, and there are a couple things to discuss. We have viewports, and viewports have this little, like, I guess you could call it like a little satellite family that is associated with it called a view title. View titles, like this guy right down here, are a little funky. They have, if we modify those in this class and customize them, we're not going to do it until the end because they get really weird because they're a system family. System families are a lot harder to customize. But anyway, so the way they behave is it's a separate object from the view. So you got to be very clear that when you select the view, you're also selecting the view title. So if I move this thing around, the view title is moving with it. If I select only the view title, then I can move the view title independent of the view. That's a very, very important distinction. So I don't really care where you guys put it. You can just put it in the bottom left corner. If you want to, click the view and you can pull the line across. What you'll find is that every office stylistically does these a little bit differently. Okay, like if you look at the plan set for this building, he's using the default Revit title. But then when you go to the detail views, oh, they're still using the default one. That's funny. Detail views usually have a custom one. But sometimes in detail views, you'll see like a box down here, and then like a little square at the side, and then it has like bold text and stuff like that. So every office does it a little differently. Don't be freaked out when you see something that looks totally different than this little bubble with a name and a scale. Okay, it's the same thing, just looks different. So back in Revit, I want you to, on your sheet, obviously pull the view title onto the sheet in the view area. But I also want you to take these elevation tags, right? We're gonna hide them. We're gonna crop them out of that view. So this is our first time doing this. We're gonna actually work in the view on the sheet, which you can do. It's very similar to AutoCAD, like when you double click inside the view, it's like you're opening the viewport. So we double click inside of that. Now it grays out the sheet behind it, and we're working on that view, on that sheet. So in this view, I want to show you guys how to crop stuff out, because I mean right now it's just one view on the sheet, that's fine, but we have these other tags around it that I don't want to see here. So go into your viewport properties and click on, under extents, click on crop view. Click that checkbox. Okay, you're not really going to see a change, but you also have to click on crop region visible. Okay, so that is a crop region. Okay, and you can move that around. You can do some weird things with it. You can yank it down and crop the plan out. I showed you guys this, I think, on like the first day or something, first or second day. So just pull this down to crop some of this out. And then the thing you need to do is leave crop view on, but turn crop region off. Crop region visible, yeah, like that. Okay? Then double click outside of the view and you're good to go. Yeah.
The sheet that you're on. Yeah, could you just do?
Yeah, sure. I'll go back. All right, so now I'm back to the beginning, recap of everything, right? Double click into the view, turn crop view and crop region on, and then pull this box around your floor plan. Okay, then you can click off of it, turn your crop region off, leave crop view on, and then you can exit the view. Any questions? Besides troubleshooting something if you missed it? All right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do you have in the view to crop that? Is that just Revit's way of identifying like you're working?
Really good question. The question was, why do you have to be in the view to crop it? If you're thinking about it purely logically, you actually don't need to be. You can modify whether or not that view is being cropped without being in the view. So let me just kind of click on it. and uncheck that. So that goes back to I see everything, right? So everything around my building came back in. The only thing you have to be in the view to do is changing the crop region. Does that make sense?
Well,
Because it's like a profile. It's almost like a profile family. You have
yeah,
to.
no, I'm just thinking, why couldn't you do that from the start?
You
Why
could.
would you have to be, double click into the title?
You could do it from the floor plan too. Like if I go to level 2, right? This one, I'm going to put this on a sheet. Next, and if I realize I need to do that, I can do it right here. I can say crop view, region on, grab this, pull it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good question. I didn't realize that's what you were asking. Okay. And then now that's ready to drop onto the other sheet.
But at that point, would it not show you grids because you pulled that line?
No, it's showing the grids. Actually, very good question. So the question was, does it not show your grids if you pull the crop region back? Grids are smart enough to know where the crop is. So I don't know if you realized it, but when I was down here, if I had it out here, it showed the full 3D extents, right? And it had that circle there. But when I pull it in, and I'm gonna pull it way in. Notice how they pull with it, and then if I select one of those grids, this is now, see how it went from 3D to 2D? So now it's just a representation of that grid. It doesn't show me the whole grid. So if I want to modify the 3D extents, I can grab this, but you generally don't want to do that if you can't see it. So, is that clear? Very good question. Also, side note, guys, I didn't explain this before, but you can toggle those visibility settings, like cropping the view and whether or not your crop region is visible in the properties panel. But you can also toggle it right here. It's these two little buttons. The one with, I mean, it's a pretty typical crop button. It's this one right here, do not crop view. If you toggle that, it's to crop it. So. And then right here you can turn your show crop region on or crop region off. Okay, so I mean there are a lot of things like this, and I think you're starting to get it now because you've seen it a few times where you can toggle something or you can change information in multiple places. Because a parameter is a parameter. Like whether it's in a schedule or it's in a label or it's like a pull or grab thing on a family. That information gets shared throughout the different formats. So, okay. So this is the sheet for our schematic floor plan. What I would like from you guys for this week and leading up to next class, Thursday. Or no, did I say Monday I want this? Tuesday. Oh, today's Thursday. Sorry, I thought it was Tuesday. Yes, I would like it on Tuesday. So yeah, this is our assignment for the rest of today and for the weekend.
I'm sorry, what do you want Tuesday?
I want both floor plans,
Right on.
first and second floor. Sorry, what was your question?
What was it?
Oh, okay.
Thanks very much.
Okay, sorry.